Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards. First down. A first carry for the 2nd-year man. It's Najee Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop. The Steelers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start to drive right around the 37. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Pickett, pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? and I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So plenty of fireworks here early, 35-0 now as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Taken in at the 22. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Set. 61. Pass box. Light.
Now it's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
With the score, Jets 35, Steelers nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky setting up the screen. Harris. And the ball comes out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, he'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Trubisky's throwing to the hands of Pickens. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Trubisky. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here's Berrios. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Rolling to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Moore, the man in motion. Play action. It's Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
We got 2, fellas. Let's go.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Zerline good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut. Now Trubisky lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. Nifty move. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action now. Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique, his ability to see the quarterback throw.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis from 17 yards out.
And the Jets take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Jets 49, Steelers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially.
And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick-6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, has thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 40 now on second down. Trubisky fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. Here's Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And this one's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
Now Trubisky
finds Pickens out right. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
George Pickens, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to at least get one score back.
Boswell good with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
Touchdown!
Pat Freiermuth.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Steelers 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis. 63 yards.
And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Wilson's throw complete there to Moore.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Elijah Moore.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth.
Zerline good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now it's Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual...
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's got room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
66. Bullet high. Charlie. I 7. Let's go.
They go play action with Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
61. Matchbox.
Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And now here is another interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception. And I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From the 39, Trubisky.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They go play action with Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.